how much of future progress do you believe will come down to people sort of recognizing the similarities of our struggles as opposed to focusing, we seem to be in this world focusing on things that separate us, but how much do you think it is really about recognizing that we as humans, as you said, have shared values? There's not that much that makes us so different in the end.
I honestly think it's not hard at all, because I don't think it's about people seeing the value. I think it's about closing the gaps and filling the pipelines and having more of everyone. And once you do that, that's where that's where you see change. Closing the pay gap. If companies, we created a free tool with Citi. It's an advancing equality calculator, where leaders, C-suite leaders, could put 3 numbers in, the average salary, men, women. What is it? You'll find the delta. Then you have a choice. Do you want to close it or not? The policies and the benefits. We have choice to create new policies and benefits that life stage accommodate, that create proximity shifts so people get to know one another. We can share the values, looking at complementary collective value systems. That's what makes team. We can look at the pipeline, fill it, but also create the education to upskill, the benefits to upskill to get to leadership. It's not that complicated. It really is what we keep talking about. It's called choice. Everything in life is choice and prioritization and focus. Focus on what you truly want to see the changes to be. There's so much junk in the trunk. We have so much junk in the trunk, but we keep adding more junk to the trunk because it's easier to add than to take something out, right? None of us like to throw things out. Throw out the junk in the trunk so you have room to put new stuff in. And don't be afraid to try new things. This is the perfect time. Unprecedented times mean we can create new precedents. Like, this is a great moment. When we talk about self-reflection, for me, it's a great moment, and it's a hot moment. It doesn't need to be 10 years. It's a hot moment. Get rid of the junk. We know what we want to get rid of. Clothes we're not wearing in the closet. Throw it out. Give it away. Give it to people that need it. Get rid of that. Number one. Now you have all this freedom and money and resources. So pick and choose your priorities, focus, be conscious, close. Not hard.
I agree. It's, comes down to it's a choice, and we've made it so much more complicated than it needs to be to just make the easy and simple choices by adding on more stuff, as you've mentioned here. Listen to more insights on the Mission Makers podcast through Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.